and does not support a boycott. An Olympic boycott or sanctions could inflame tensions and polarize attitudes. Let me assure you that this administration will continue to take the opportunity before, during, and after the Olympics to urge improvements from the Chinese on Tibet and human rights.
By saying, I think what you're sensing here is a bit of frustration that
if Beijing does not engage with the Dalai Lama now, it will only serve to strengthen those who advocate extreme views. Public vilification of the Dalai Lama will not help diffuse the situation.
here, whenever you're ready, we're ready for you. And we thank you very much for being here.
The spontaneous demonstrations and unrest, which were the direct result of nearly 6 decades of brutal repression and calculated efforts to control religious practice and attack the very foundations of Tibetan religious, cultural, and ethnic identity. The Cultural Revolution is still alive and very well inside of Tibet. Access to the truth, and we must hope and pray that they will take advantage. I'm still waiting for the President to throw some weight behind this issue and become publicly engaged. We're looking for effective policies that yield results for those who are suffering now. We're in a tug of war between freedom and repression, literally survival and extinction.
I think the Chinese government is playing a very dangerous game, and in fact, I think it is a very unpatriotic, if they can use that term, of making this into almost an ethnic conflict between the Chinese and Tibetans, which I think is unpardonable, because China talks about harmonious society. On the other hand, you see the Chinese government deliberately creating this rift between the Tibetans and Chinese.
And we're now going to begin with our first panel, and he's got that panel all too. Well, the eyes of the world are certainly on China as we move toward the Summer Olympic Games in Beijing. I certainly hope, and I know I speak for others, that the Chinese government views the present situation as an opportunity to move the Tibet issue forward in a way that is acceptable to all sides. Any solution must respect the fundamental human rights and religious freedom of the Tibetan people. In pursuit of that settlement, the Chinese government must engage in meaningful dialogue with the Dalai Lama. He served as the first director of the National Intelligence. Secretary Negroponte has also served as the U.S. ambassador to Iraq and as the U.S. permanent representative